Hello again. Hey, you ever find yourself needing to replace a lost power supply for, say, an extremely brittle and rather obscure 25-year-old Windows 95 laptop made by a company you thought only made cameras? Sure, we all do from time to time. Well, in this video, I want to share a few helpful pointers on how to get power back into older electronics without setting yourself on fire, or more realistically, causing anything from irritating malfunctions to irreversible damage to your device. You might be someone who already considers a lot of this to be common knowledge, but I, for one, am still learning as I go, and I hope I can help to keep other hobbyists like myself who might be new to thinking about some of this stuff from making an expensive mistake. And please, if I get anything wrong here or left something out, do leave a comment. So in this age of most things being powered by USB, it's easy to assume that if it'll fit, it'll just work. But with wall warts or power bricks like these that have these barrel plugs at the business end, that is absolutely not the case. Two of these might have identical barrel plugs, but will probably have totally different voltages, possibly different polarities, almost certainly different power ratings or amperages, and one can even be putting out AC or alternating current when what you need is DC or direct current. First, let me get this out of the way. There are many sizes of barrel plug out there, and some of them are infuriatingly similar in size. But if it doesn't plug in easily, it is just the wrong size. Please don't try to convince it to be the right size with violence. These sockets, especially on old equipment, can break if you even look at them too hard. Like these all look like they should fit identically, and these actually do have the exact same outer diameter, but the inner diameter is different by just a few millimeters, and that makes them completely incompatible. So probably the most important thing to know, because it's a great way to destroy your device and easy for the uninitiated to overlook, does it output AC or DC? Now here are two wall warts with identical barrel plugs. One outputs 10 volts, the other one outputs 12 volts. But see, output AC 12 volts. Plugging this into a device that's expecting DC will be like feeding it pure chaos from the ninth dimension. Bad times. Now look at this other wart. Output 10 volts, and then it's got this solid line dashed line symbol. That's direct current, or DC. Now here's another one that actually insidiously also has the exact same barrel plug size. Output 14 volts, and then a squiggle line? Well, that squiggle line is the symbol for alternating current, or AC. Alternating current is constantly rapidly alternating polarity. You can also see these symbols being used on my cheap multimeter. See, voltage DC, voltage AC, amps DC. So now you've gotten over that hurdle. The other thing that most people will not know about, but that could really screw up your device, is the polarity. Most common barrel plugs have two contacts, the obvious one on the outside, and then one on the inside that the center post of the socket touches. Now, the majority of the time, the center post is going to be positive, which I guess makes sense, as it's tucked away and kept from touching random grounded things. But not always. Sometimes it's the opposite polarity, and that can lead to bad times if you feed it power the wrong way around. I'm not sure how bad, but, well, imagine someone came up to you and just started shoving food up your butt until it started coming out of your mouth. Now, I don't know what the repercussions of that would be, and I'm not trying to kink shame anyone, but I assume we're all on the same page that that would be medically inadvisable. The same thing here. Luckily, there's usually a way to see if it's center post positive. Another little symbol, this one here. And once you know what you're looking for, it's pretty obvious how this works. That's the outside of the barrel plug, and that's the center post, and the center post is positive. Now, if it doesn't say, but it's definitely outputting DC, you can probably assume that it's center post positive, but on the other hand, these can be had real cheap, really no need to guess. So that just leaves volts and amps, and those are pretty easy, and probably most people already have those numbers in mind, if nothing else, when they're looking for a replacement power source. Now the important things here are that the volts need to match. Maybe there's wiggle room, maybe a 19 volt power supply is fine for a device that wants 20, but the general rule is the volts need to match. The amps, however, just need to be enough. So if your device wants 1 amp and you have a likely power supply, except it says 3 amps on it, that's fine. It's not going to shove 3 amps into your device. It can just accommodate up to 3 amps, but your device will only draw 1 amp. And once you know all that, you're ready to do what I did give up on finding the correct replacement and just get one of these, but use it correctly. Man, look at all them barrels. And if you'd like to see this thing being used to wake up this quarter-century-old laptop I found on eBay, click, I don't know, here? I've never made a card before. Maybe I still haven't. And it's in the description below. Oh, that's it. Hope that helps. There's a lot more detail to all this that I'll leave to smarter people to explain. I just wanted to offer a quick and dirty guide for hobbyists like myself. But please let me know if I got anything wrong. Much like accidental self-immolation, there's definitely a non-zero chance. So be safe, don't catch fire, have an excellent day.